Good morning. Move this mouse over here. How we doing this morning? Let's check this out. Well, I already checked it out. Any news? Why I'm back at all-time highs? Yes, pretty darn close. I don't think there's a whole lot to play today. So I'm curious to see what price does that open. Maybe we come for this high right here. Daily looks interesting though. I could really only be bullish on the. Try to look for sells, so bearish on the day. But market's already moved pretty nasty. So if I do take some sells, we're looking at standard deviation as our best friend. No wick. That no wick might be targeted later during the week. Got FOMC this week. So let's see. Let's see. Um, let me log in. Bump this here. My thing is slow today. You guys could hear me though, right? Let me see. Is it gonna let me log in? Let's try it again. Fire. Yeah, but a little low. Sorry. I'm kind of just mumbling to myself at the same time. Oh, okay. Let's get down to business. Do I sound clearer now? Let me know. Okay, okay. Trade sinker. So yeah, not much, but potential sales with some standard deviation that would get the job done. And if it doesn't get the job done, then we just sit on our hands. How are we feeling this morning? I can't play music. Well, I can, but like copyrighted music, I can't. they kind of banned one of my other videos for playing music, so I had to cut it out at certain parts, which kind of sucks. But I'll just play some instrumentals going forward. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Was on a phone call. Space Up hype is still going on, and tech sector, yada yada yada. Yeah, I saw that too with the whole war ending. Pump all day? Yeah, I'm sure it is actually gonna pump all day, so it makes our day easier, to be honest. It makes our day easier, right? And that's why in a scenario where somehow cells do form, which I'm probably gonna call it by 10, 15, 10:25. If someone wants to take cells, it's going to have to be using standard deviation to kind of measure where price wants to go before potentially going higher, right? Because to think a day like today with everything that's happened and how much the market has moved, over 1,000 points, that's nutty, 3%, almost four. To think we're gonna come and fill all of this today is insane. You gonna trade today? Yeah, just watch price. Yeah, it's always good to watch price, right? You just go interpreting things as price moves, which is what we do. But in scenarios like this where it doesn't look like it's gonna be a clean trading day, it helps us slow things down in our mind to give us a better understanding of what price is actually doing. So hopefully you guys get to the point, if you're not already there, where a day that doesn't look like a trade day is a good day, right? Less thinking. Or some of my favorite, if you ask me. So for now, we sit back and enjoy the music. So you know that music you sent me? You got me copyrighted. This guy. He's trying to get my channel deleted before it even started. I'm kind of hungry, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't had breakfast yet. But let me see something here. Oh, that's what I was gonna tell you guys. Sorry, I was looking at a checklist. Remember guys, contract changed today, so if you're not in the Discord, click the link. But um, it's besides the point. Remember, don't be trading on MNQM anymore. Make sure you're on MNQU. Contract changes. I think it's every 3 months. It rolls over. So again, it's important you're on this one because this is the one that's gonna have the most volume. So you don't want to be stuck in a scenario where you're on the old contract and you're in a trade and liquidity gets taken, but due to volume purposes, uh, it doesn't get taken on your chart and kind of messes with the trade, and then you know how it goes from there. So very important. You take this the old one off your watch list and you put this one. And that's for uh NQ, like this is for the micros of NQ, ES, and YM. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Right, market's just gonna, looks like it's going to just moon. Let's take a look at SpaceX right now. Actually, I'm a little curious. In my personal opinion, do you invest in SpaceX right now? Nope, not at all. I see SpaceX coming down. This you're gonna play out as a reversal, right? Uh, what makes you think it would play out as a reversal? Like midweek reversal? Mm, let me know why you think that's a possibility. I am curious. But yeah, SpaceX, I'd wait. I'd definitely wait. Yeah, but not right now, so it's too high up. One of the highest IPOs in history with nothing to show where it wants to go. SpaceX year over year since it's been around has been net negative. So I don't think we are at the bottom of SpaceX stock price. Other related tech stocks, yeah, definitely. But for example, with SpaceX, if you look at Meta, it took Meta 3 years to recover from its IPO price. So I do think SpaceX comes down. But if if you're buying long term, then sure you could buy now. I'm just giving you my opinion. But if it comes down, just buy more. Dollar cost average. That's the only thing I see. With the crazy news, like off of trading news going on, pushing market up with the midweek. And later this week we have red folder and the log is huge. I want to check my and see it get filled. I would either think it or I wouldn't try to guess price so far ahead, Julian. I'd kind of take it day by day, right? You're already trying to guess the weekly profile on a Monday. We don't even know how this Monday's gonna end. You get me? So you could really start to guess what the weekly will potentially look like on Wednesday, even more so on like a Wednesday close. So take it day by day, right? We're day traders. See what the higher time frames are telling you and just go from there. It's not nothing to show, only market validation to trillion plus, then annual revenue is like, yeah, but SpaceX is also its IPO price of where it was is basically uh valuating it at 94 times its current price. So we'll see. I'm not saying it's gonna not be successful. I think it will, but I think you let the hype come down. If you wanna make it very simple, we would essentially want it to come down, buy it at a lower price, more discount. Let's see where it's at actually. Let's open up another tab. X. All right, this is it, 170. Interesting. If I get to, and if it happens, I'll buy it under here, under 150. But some other stocks that I am invested in that are tech are things like Dell. Dell's moving nice. Right, just sharing my portfolio. Right, kind of bought it before this jump here. What else am I in? I am also in Marvel. Another tech company. Very nice as well. I've been in for some time now since the jump as well. Those are just some of my positions. Of course, XRP. You know me. Me and XRP are going to be these bars right there. I know. I also want to see actually Bitcoin. I'm very curious about Bitcoin. See what crypto does. I could see a scenario where Bitcoin comes down to 50K, and then I'll be buying more. Let me see if I could. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go grab some breakfast. Be right back.
The Chevy Bolt is back. with faster charging than ever before, giving you
kind of vibing to this. Not gonna lie. Ooh, Divergent. YMNQ. Nasty move. Nasty move. It's a good day to be a bull. I need to get a camera. I need a camera. We'll do a nice little face review at 200 subs. But if you guys have any recommendations for cameras, let me know. I have one, but it's already kind of old. I don't think it has like the greatest quality anymore. So give me any recs, please and thank you. what I also need to? Sorry, I'm back. I need a new headset. I mean, I already know what headset I'm gonna get. What if on days that that like price is not really moving? What if we just bet on stake? Play some blackjack? How do we feel about that? Sounds like a plan to me. Or what if I just... Dude, what if I just rip packs? I should just rip packs on here. Alright, we're in sales. No, I'm just kidding. What's your guys' go-to breakfast? What do you eat when you wake up? Interesting. That's funny. NQ up. I mean, NQ down, YM up. The classic. And put all-time highs for YM. That's an interesting one, I'm not gonna lie.
Granger offers professional-grade products, easy ordering, and next-day delivery, making them the go-to play for everyone keeping arenas game day ready. Call, click, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Uh-oh. This is peak instrumental. You know what that means? We're getting in cells, boys. And girls. We're back. Alright, I'm back. I wonder if William's clicking now with it. You know what I haven't traded in a while? This, let's see. I'll show you right now, actually. Copper. What is the ticker for copper? I gotta update my computer. I'm not liking how slow it is. Copper. No. What is it for copper? I'm trying to remember. No. What is the ticker for copper?
At Etsy, we want to know what moments mean the most.
Man, why don't I remember the ticker for copper?
Hosting a party, there's an Etsy seller with the perfect original pieces to help you celebrate. Celebrate being human.
Excuse me. I'm gonna have to search it up now. Drive me crazy. HG, that's what it is. HG. Perfect. Alrighty. That's what it is. Let's take a peek. Oh, what in the world? Let's see what we got here. Oh, this looks interesting. I have to put it on this chart. I think copper is a monster. Ooh, it's not a bad trade. Not a bad trade. And it goes without us. Copper would have been nice. Copper would have been nice. I don't know its SMT pair. HGN. Do they have a micro for it? HGN. MHG. They do. Nice. What is a micro lake? Why does it look like that? Something I'm not aware of. Contract flips in July for this. I feel like I'm on a Disney ride. Sheesh. Very neat. I'm gonna start adding. Maybe I add copper back to the list. How's it been moving lately? Jeez. Let me look at it from here. I do wonder what the SMT pair is here. Oh, look at this potential move for the indices. But nonetheless, guys, it's to try to short this. Number one, let's go chart by chart, and then I'll probably just hop off there. Number one, very basic, very basic. Like how many points you've already moved bullish. So if you're bullish, I think greed kicks in, and you're trying to milk the cow more than what it's already been milked. Right, so being a bullish is slightly better, but it should be off the table for today, as well as being a bear. Right, look how much the market has moved, that it's showing strong bullish structure. So trying to be a bear could be rather difficult. Right, I get it. NQ has like FPGs and order blocks here, barely, but it has it. But again, that's where you need the PD matrix to kind of line up with that and start doing something, and it hasn't. And the longer it takes to do that, then the less chances of it actually happening, right? Because time and price are an important factor. And the same goes for ES. Pretty much identical, right? But now for a chart like YM, it's at all-time highs. Or it created all-time highs. So you kind of have to wait to see what price wants to do. Because again, we're not in the markets to call tops. We just trade them, and that's it. Probably be getting off in the next 5 minutes.
Catch the red eye or
Not the biggest fan of
You hire or promote internally.
celebrate a win with the toast at the gate.
what price is doing.
Unwind at the lounge.
Right, and remember, take these days as wins too.
Some decisions are a win-win. Like
There's a lot at some point in your journey when you start to understand the charts more. I don't know where you guys are, but it's going to feel nice to have days like these where you don't have to think.
Terms apply.
Buy low, sell lower. Maybe I start adding copper to the list. We'll see. Copper is not bad. Not bad at all. But anyways, guys, I will be calling it here. There's not much to see. I'll be live in the Discord tonight at 7 p.m. For those of you who want access to it, I have the link below, I believe. If not, follow me on Instagram, SPXJosh. That is SPXJosh. Like, giving a free class on last week's movement at 7 p.m. EST. So hopefully I see you guys there. And if I don't, then I will see you guys tomorrow or Wednesday.